Hi! Guess who's back? Yes, it's me. I'm back from vacation, and as promised before vacation on the video I released there, I will make some more videos about the Kia Niro plug-in hybrid and some of its features and the pros and the cons about it. And today, on today's topic, we will talk about the adaptive cruise control. Because it's really a nice feature. I love it. I drive with the cruise control almost 95, if not even more % of the time. But there are some things you should be aware of, and maybe you don't know how adaptive cruise control works, and then you can find out a little bit about it, at least how it works in the Kia Niro. Now, one thing is, one con about this system compared to many other is it isn't a stop and go system, meaning if you have to go below 10 kilometers per hour, that's 6 miles, the adaptive cruise control will shut off, and you will have to manually start with the pedal, start the car again until you reach 30 kilometers, 18 miles, then you can reactivate the cruise control, the adaptive cruise control. That's I don't understand why they have made that, because they know how to make a stop and go system. Kia is the same as Hyundai, and in the Ioniq they have stop and go in the EV version of the car. So I don't understand why they haven't implemented stop and go in this system, but they haven't, and yeah. I learned to live with it, but of course it would be nicer if it could just start up again after a complete stop. But it doesn't. But instead of it's so hot. It's really hot. It's 30 degrees. I can't remember the Fahrenheit here in Denmark right now. We haven't had rain for 2 months or something like that. Everything is starting to become yellow, and all the green is going away, and we have problems with water and stuff like that, and it's so freaking hot. I just turned off the aircon in the car so the noise wouldn't interfere, but I think I have to turn it on now when we start driving, because it's just too hot. I'm melting. But anyways, I thought I would rearrange the camera a little bit, and then we will take a tour. We are in Odense right now, the third largest city, I think, in Denmark, which is not really big. But in Denmark, it's a big city, and we will drive around a little bit in town with the adaptive cruise control on, and I will talk about some of the things you have to be aware of when you're using this system. So we are moving along, and I hope I'm able to show how it works. I have set the cruise control now. It's we're cruising at the 50 kilometers per hour. That's 30 miles, which is a speed limit in city, and we are braking down. And now the cruise control got disconnected because we are on a standstill. So we turn, and I can reactivate the cruise control, which I've done now. Now, when going in corners like this, the system can be confused. If you have a bicycle, I hope we will get in the situation. But if there is a bicycle in the right side of the road and it's going really slow, sometimes the car will think, oh, it's a car, and start braking down, which of course is not a problem for you. But if you have people driving close to you in the back, it could be potentially dangerous because they don't understand why you're braking. So you have to be aware of situations like that. That's a con about using the adaptive cruise control in the city. Since I'm not an expert in these, I don't know if other cars have similar problems. I don't know if it's just Kia and Hyundai, or if other adaptive cruise control system is having the same issues. But let's turn here. Now we have green lights, so we shouldn't get to a complete stop, which means that we are not going below 10 kilometers, and it goes down, and I don't touch the pedals at all, and we turned. Another thing is, this is a cruise control, so if you're coming to a red light like this, and you don't have a car moving in front of you, braking down. The cruise control will not detect a normal car, so it won't brake. It won't brake if there is a stopped car in front of you. You have to brake yourself. Again, that's just something you have to get used to. It requires a moving thing in front of you to work. It says in the manual that's the way it is, and well, I found out that too. If you by any reason is not touching the brake, of course the AEB, the automated emergency braking system, will start. Now I'm back on cruise control. And brake the car, but then it might be too late and you might have an accident. So be aware, always, all these systems, the line keeping assistant, the adaptive cruise controls, you always need to be in control of the car and be observant about what is going on around you. But it's still really nice that you can drive like this and you don't have to use your feet. It's driving itself regarding the speed. I think we take a right here, and that's really the big benefits, and that's why I use it so much. I don't now it's shut down again. I don't know if you can hear it makes this sound, and also gives there is a sign in the central cluster saying that the cruise control is shutting off, so you get plenty of warning that it's not working anymore. Yeah. Oh, it's so nice. I really love this car. I really love going around in town with in EV mode only, and I'm so happy actually that Hyundai has start to release the Kona, which is, well, almost the same as this one, and the Niro will come in an EV version too, and I definitely want one of those. Probably the Niro, but we'll see when it arrives. I have to go to my dealer and talk about reservation because I love the car, but I would like to go EV mode all the time. It's really that great. If we are really lucky, and one more thing that you have to be aware of, if a car in front of you, and maybe a little bit further away than the blue one there, is going to turn, the cruise control will brake down, or will start braking and take off the speed, and sometimes it does it a bit too conservative, meaning it brakes too much compared to what was necessary, and that's just, I think it will be the same no matter which car you have the adaptive cruise control in, because the system don't know if the car is going to stop, or it can see that it's trying to go to the left or the right, and will disappear in the road in a few seconds. And then I just always do that, and I shut off the cruise control and just gently rolls. And when the car in front of me has turned, I just reactivate the cruise control with the button. So I don't have to use the pedals at all. So I can sit and relax with my legs. This system, I'm pretty sure no matter what car you're driving in, is so relaxing. And you can sit and you can move your legs around, and of course on motorways or highways it's even better. Then you have the lane keeping assist to help you too. But even in town, it makes driving just that much more relaxing. Well, of course, we don't get a situation that I really would like with a bicycle or someone. Maybe if that Swedish tourist in front of us would go left, but he's going really slow. It's still a 50-kilometer speed limit zone, and we're going less than 40. Yeah, let's see. I will see if I can see a situation, and then I will get back. Oh, maybe this bike. Maybe I can trick it to think. Yeah, you see, I'm pointing a little bit to the. I was aiming to the bicycle, but you get the idea. The car starts breaking down, and in a corner, if the road is turning like here, and you have a bike. Sometimes the front of the car is the radar is pointing in the place for the bicycles, and then it will start brake. Okay, we're inside some urban area again, and again the car seems the bicycles as cars, so I have to push the pedal a little bit to pass them. Otherwise, we will be driving bicycle speed. And that's too slow. So maybe we're lucky. Yeah, maybe we're lucky. Well, I can't show you, but because I don't have two cameras. But at the moment there is now it detected the car, and because it started to move, the white one, the car breaks down. But if it hadn't gone green and the car would be stopped, I would be forced to push the brake. Otherwise, it will go. It will be dangerous. I don't dare risking that the emergency brake system will work, so I would have to brake myself. But I'm pretty sure it actually works, because one time I was driving on a motorway, and of course the adaptive cruise control was turned on, and there was some heavy braking in front of me, and the cruise control couldn't actually brake enough. And of course, suddenly I realized that there is something going on. But before I was pushing the brake to help the system, the emergency system kicked in, and the car started to brake before I touched the brake pedal. So we got to a complete stop before we crashed into the car in front of us. So it works. It starts to brake, but of course I started to brake too, and I don't know if the emergency system was enough that it would have avoided crashing into the other car. But you got plenty of warning beeps when things are not moving like you think it would. So you will be aware that there is a potential dangerous situation. The car tells you that there is a car in front of you that is stopped, or we're getting too close, too fast, and you have to do something. And that's really reassuring, because even with the adaptive cruise control, maybe you have your eyes a little bit away from the road. That's one of the benefits. You can have your eyes away from the road a little bit without real danger, because the car will keep the distance. But even if something then goes wrong and you haven't seen it, you will get so many warnings that you will start to look and have time to react, which is really nice. Of course, I normally look out the front window, so I'm not saying that you can just watch a movie or something while driving, but if you need to find something in the glove box or whatever, something in the car, or you look at the navigation or something, it's safe with this system to do that, and that's really nice. Yeah. The system you can adjust it for 4 different settings in how much space you want in front of you and the next car. I normally just go in the lowest setting, so I'm so close to the front car as possible. Of course, if it's in winter times, when it was winter, I used a little more distance, so I had more time to brake the car if that was needed. You can also, but I found that the low setting is actually working pretty well. You don't get too big a gap, and the car has plenty of time to break down in almost every situation. So that's my personal preference. But you can test it out and choose whatever you think is best. I will just park the car and yeah. You also have the option to choose on how fast the system should react, meaning how fast it should accelerate when you have to close a gap in front of you, or you have been slowing down and you need to get up in speed too. You have 3 or 4 settings in there too in the car's menu that you can change to whatever is the best for you. Again, I have the fastest reaction time on the system and the lowest distance to the car in front of me. That's my personal preference. And as I said in the beginning of the video, I used this system for almost all the time I drive. It's so rare. If I go 20 meters, no, I don't use it. But as soon as I just have to go like 500 meters, I will use the system. I think it's really, really well working. You just have to be aware of where the radar in front of the car is pointing. So if you discover something that could get the car to think there is an obstacle, you're aware of that and can make sure the car doesn't emergency brake when there's no need, and you might have people from the back crashing up in you because they don't understand your braking. So that's all. But thanks for watching. I hope you got some useful information from this video, and I will make another video really soon about charging while driving, how that works. And until then, stay safe and have fun, and remember to press the like button if you enjoyed the video. Bye bye.